Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of From Grateful to Greatness. I am your host, Mario Kaleo. Every episode begins with me being grateful, so I'm grateful for my wife, my family, my friends, everybody who follows me on social media, all of you for taking the time to watch these videos, and God and the universe for allowing your boy another day on this planet to talk to you. Today, I wanted to talk about that old bitch of a friend of mine, anxiety. We talked in the past about depression. I'm going to talk to you guys about anxiety tonight. Because something just happened rather recently, like a couple hours ago. And I realized that I've mentioned this in the past, but I've never devoted an entire video to it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about anxiety. I know a lot of you out there deal with this. And I'd love to say right now that I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you some earth-shattering piece of advice that is, going to change your whole world and you'll never feel anxiety again. But I'd be bullshitting you guys if I said that. So I'm not going to say that. What I am going to say, though, is anxiety, I have always thought of it, or I've not always thought of it, but in recent years, I've thought of anxiety as kind of like this fucking guy I know, right? And he's this dude I've been hanging out with for the longest time, and he swears he knows what's gonna happen. And everything he knows that's gonna happen is always really bad. It's always bad. He's just this negative prick that always knows what's gonna happen, but it's always the worst possible outcome, right? And I know that this guy's an asshole. I know he's full of shit. I know he's wrong. And I know he makes me feel so fucking scared when he starts talking. But I just don't cut him off. I keep him around. I don't know why. Maybe because he's been there for me in the past. Maybe because I've just known him so damn long. I don't really know why. But he's still around. I will say this. I used to have these anxiety attacks that were like almost debilitating. I mean, to the point where I felt like I was, my heart was beating, racing. I couldn't move. I felt like fear had just taken me over. I don't have those kind of big time attacks anymore because of meditation, because of gratitude, and because of, just trying to lead a more positive lifestyle. But I will say this, what happened today was I am in college right now and I haven't been in school in 12 years. I'm in the second semester, okay? And, when it comes to speaking, when it comes to writing, when it comes to, helping people, when it comes to going to the gym, these things, they come very natural to me. So, although they were challenging at one point, they were still something that I felt like I was naturally adept at, writing. It's something that I just do well without much effort. But when it came to school, especially the fact that I'm taking a lot of online courses, I had to start, really learning to comprehend the information that I was reading. And man, I gotta tell you guys, today I was looking at my homework and I just did not get it. I didn't understand what I was supposed to do, and I tried and I tried and I tried, and I found myself getting very frustrated. And then from the frustration, I started to think, oh my God, what if I fail this class? What if I fail these tests? What if my family or my wife sees these results and they say, wow, look at this, he screwed up, he messed up. I realize that all of this is extremely irrational thinking, okay? But that's how anxiety works. Depression is kind of like you're overthinking the past and the present. Anxiety is really rooted in the future. You start worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. You're worried about the possible result of your actions, right? And I started feeling really upset, and I'm sitting there, and my wife came out, and she just reminded me, like, hey dude, one thing at a time. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen, right? You don't know what's gonna happen. Just do what you can right now. Focus on the one thing you got in your control at the moment. And that's what I did. So I started breaking down my assignments little by little, and guess what? I finished them all tonight, okay? And I feel pretty damn good. And I think if there's one piece of advice I can give all of you who deal with anxiety, it's this. Do exactly what she said. Because anytime in the past that I've had these problems with anxiety of worrying about what's going to happen, you know what, man? It's either go fucking do it, you know, because sometimes you feel anxiety about something like, you know, you have to have a really, a serious conversation with somebody and they might get offended or hurt by what you have to say, right? And you're thinking in your head, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know what's going to happen. What if they get mad? What if this? What if that? The other? And it makes you feel so incredibly nervous and scared. And it's like, you know what, man? Some shit, you just got to go do it. You just got to do it. And whatever the fuck happens, happens, right? But in this case, I felt like her advice was so applicable to so many different things because I think anxiety is that. It's like this snowball effect. It becomes this big, giant avalanche. And before you know it, you like feel overwhelmed and you feel like you have no control over anything anymore. But what I've told you guys in the past, it does apply to this, and she reminded me of that tonight, and I wanted to share that with all of you because anxiety fucking sucks, man. It really does when you know, it's like you don't even remember that you've conquered things in the past. You're just so focused on what could possibly happen if you mess up this one thing. And what she reminded me of is something that I have done in the past with other things, which is focus on what you got in front of you. Focus on what you can control. Because the reality of the situation is you can't control everything. All you can control is your effort. All you can really control in this life is how much you try. That's really all you got. Same as with the gym, same as with anything else, any dream you go after. All you really can control is your daily effort towards achieving that goal. And sometimes it takes somebody a hell of a lot tougher and smarter than you to remind you of that. So that's why every episode starts off with me being grateful for her. But yeah, guys, I mean, feel free to comment on this. I love to have these kind of conversations about the mental health issue because I feel like it's finally something that's becoming a little bit more prevalent in our society to speak up about. And I, being a guy who has dealt with depression and anxiety for as long as I can remember, am very open and honest about it because I want people to feel like they're not alone. You know, like you really aren't. Despite of the fact that I'm sitting here giving you advice, like I still have my bad days. I still have moments where I'm racked with anxiety or I feel depression. And granted, they are few and far between than they were years past. I mean, my life used to be a series of these moments, like almost every day. I still feel them sometimes, and I want you guys to know you're not alone. So I realized this video, you know, kind of went into the lengthy section, but I don't know, whatever. They all do, don't they? I talky too much. What else is new? But you know, man, I just want you guys to know you aren't alone, and these feelings are real, but they can be controlled, they can be managed by understanding that they are in your control. Whether it's depression, whether it's anxiety, they are in your control. And as long as you can remember that, as long as you can put people around you that can help you remember that, you'll eventually be all right. And that is it for tonight, my friends. Share this if the message hit home. And remember, all you need is a start and some heart. Peace.